RangerForest.com.
Welcome to the Land Wars. I'm your host, Dre. With me, I have, Frankie. You seen him in our last video. And we have a newcomer, Sean. Um, Elijah and Shaq couldn't be with us today. They'll definitely be with us on our next video. So just keep watching. And today we're going to get in the NBA and the NFL picks for this week. So starting off with the NBA, Klay Thompson, devastating injury. Season ending, tore his right Achilles. Um, how does that impact the Warriors? Frankie, I'm gonna let you go first. Sean, I'm gonna let you go after. How does this impact the Warriors? And if you think anything other than bad, then I don't know if you're a fan or not. But I'm gonna let you go, Frankie.
Man, come on. No, it's bad for sure. I mean, they lose like their number two scorer, one of the best shooters in basketball. Uh, they didn't even draft or really replace them either. I mean, they picked up a couple guys, but they draft Wiseman. Had they known probably Thompson's injury, I think they might have went with LaMelo, but I doubt it. That would have been a kind of a waste of a pick, maybe. I don't know. I mean, he's not a very good shooter. LaMelo is more of a playmaker that drives to the bucket. Um, it sucks. Maybe they're going to try and replace him. Maybe they think Andrew Wiggins is somewhat of an answer. I don't know, but they're gonna have to go the whole season without him, definitely, because that's at least a 9 month injury, I do believe. And we don't even know how KD's going to come back from that one because he did that too. He tore his Achilles. It definitely sucks whether you hate them or like them. Uh, I mean, they probably are going to make a trade. They still got I think they got $17 million trade exception, so they can probably get someone with that. They traded for Kelly Oubre today, I do believe. It's not a bad move. He had a breakout year last year, but he's not Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson's numbers are gonna be hard to reproduce, so they're gonna need like a group of guys.
The only thing I can say with the Oubre trade is he does have a good defense. That's the only. I'm not too
I
sure
mean,
about his offense because I really didn't watch the Suns last year. I'm gonna be honest,
he
but
averaged 17 a game last year with 8 rebounds, I do believe. He
yeah,
actually wasn't bad. He had a good year last year.
okay. Well, maybe that'll have some spark. I mean, I think they have a couple more moves in their protocol. But Sean, what do you think?
Yo, this is a big time injury and a big time hurt for the Warriors. Clay is arguably one of the best two-way players in the NBA, if not the best. Um, I don't think he gets enough credit for what he actually does on the Warriors. He will lock up your best player and still be able to go off offensively. The defense and the offense, they're going to lack big time. For them to even still be a contender, they're going to have to get big play out of those three names you guys just said. Wiggins is going to have to step it up. Oubre is going to have to step it up, and Wiseman's going to have to come in ready to go.
The thing with Wiggins, dude, you pointed out, he could score. Don't get me wrong. Dude just doesn't play defense. That's his biggest knock.
It's going to have to be a collective effort for them to fill the void,
I agree.
defensively and offensively, especially because you're probably going to might have to move away from the pace and space this year.
Mhm.
I don't know if they have to move away. I think that's going to keep Wiseman under the bucket. If they play pace and space, like you say, Curry's going to have to do probably a lot more scoring, which that's what got him injured last year, I think. If you remember, he kind of was doing a lot and hurt it. I think he broke his hand, right? I think it was last year, or something with his hand or forearm. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I mean, Curry's probably going to feel like he's going to have to drop 50 every game, probably. But like I said, Oubre, I mean, you get any NBA player usually, if they're a decent shooter, you get open looks from anybody. You should be able to knock it down at a decent rate if you're in the NBA. My thing is their defense. Like you said, Klay Thompson's a fantastic defender. People really get away from that because the dude drops 34 and a quarter, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, he's just a glorified shooter." No, he could lock down your best shooting guard, small forward. He could probably play both, honestly, depending on the team he's playing. And he just, like I said, he can like replace Curry's numbers. If Curry's having an off night or if he's getting locked down, dude can go off for 50, 60, almost 70 if you wanted to. I really think if you give Thompson enough time, once that dude gets warm, it's nuts. He's going to drop 30 on you before you even know it. And then like I said, Wiggins, he's a good scorer. Probably can be better from three, but he just doesn't play no defense, dude. Oh gosh, that was his biggest knock. He doesn't play defense. He's so talented. He just plays no defense, and
Right.
I don't think he passes the ball. That's another thing. He takes questionable shots sometimes. So I mean, you could be a great scorer, but you got to be a smart scorer too. That was some problem with him too. He would just go to the rack 4-on-1 or something. Like, why?
Now, what do the Warriors do to improve that? You the Oubre move,
Hmm.
the draft pick. What do they do to assure that they get similar value? I'm not gonna say exactly Clay Thompson, but serious like similar volume to a Clay Thompson.
Um, I mean, like I said, they got a $17 million trade exception. So during the deadline, if they're still in it, or if they're even close to, if they're just kind of like a 50-50, they're about 500, and the West is for some reason down, or it's doable. If they can find a guy, maybe a cheap player, maybe a good shooter, playoff carry. Just Draymond's all defense. He'll
We,
get his
we, we,
buckets.
we need names on that player.
Man, it's so hard to say right now because you got free agency, and I don't know who. It depends on the team who's available. I mean, it's hard to say. I couldn't give you a name right now. You would just definitely want a premier. They would definitely want a perimeter score probably. Maybe a Trevor Ariza would come to mind. Maybe
Mhm.
someone like that. You would want a 3-and-D guy for sure. Especially with the offense they run. Someone who can kind of replace it a little bit. That would be who I would look at. Someone like a Trevor Ariza type player. I would say that's the name you're looking for.
So
What
that's
about you,
that's
Sean? What you think?
I don't know if you can replace that like through a trade or anything. I just it's gonna have to be a collective effort from the role players, everyone outside of Curry, to fill the void on both ends. It's just gonna have to be a team effort. Whoever has the hot hand or whatnot, whoever's going best defensively, is gonna have to be a whole collective effort, whole team effort. And there's gonna be minimal room for them to make mistakes this year without Clay on the floor.
Yeah, that's true. But going off that, we have a similar situation, but in the opposite role in Brooklyn and Kyrie, the whole Kyrie and Harden rigmarole. Kyrie reportedly wants out of Brooklyn. He wants to trade if Harden gets there. Um, what I mean, is he wrong for thinking that? Firstly, do you think he's wrong for wanting out of Brooklyn with another dominant scoring coming there, Frankie?
That's just who he's been his whole career. As terrible as it sounds, I think he wants to dominate the ball, and he thinks he can't share with Harden. I don't know why. Harden is Harden's proven that he can do triple double type things. He doesn't do it normally, and he can pass the ball. He's not a dumb passer. He's not a bad player. He's not a glorified shooter that everyone thinks he is. It's just Kyrie's the guy. I think he was going there expected to be him, Katie, and DeAndre. That's what I think he was expecting. Now they're like, oh, let's get Harden in this. I think Kyrie's worried that he ain't going to get his numbers. He thinks that it might not work because him, KD, and Harden all dominate the ball at least a little bit. I mean, people say KD didn't in Toronto or in Golden State. He definitely did. Down the stretch, the dude was the go-to dude. He was the killer. He was the dude. The finals game against the Cavs, just bang right in the face of LeBron. How many times? I mean,
Hmm.
you're just like, dude, you're 7 foot and you can bang a three from 32. Come on, it's not even fair. Harden could do that, but Kyrie just wants to be the guy. I think that's his problem.
Yeah,
I'm not. Do I blame him? I mean, no. You're in the NBA. You're arguably one of the best point guards in the game. I won't say the best. He's the best, but he's the best ball handling point guard. I would say. Dude can drop you, shake you, dribble. He can do it all. He's when he gets warm, he can be a really good shooter. He's decision making is questionable a little bit. Sometimes he makes a good pass. Sometimes you're just like, why?
hmm,
Uh, I mean, and like I can see where he's coming from, but I don't know. Why wouldn't you at least try? You're going to be a loaded team. He's probably not going to have to average 13 a game. Honestly, he could sit back and have a career year just by doing assists. It's just me.
that's true. Sean, you want to go off that?
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of agree with Frank here. Like Kyrie, he's been like that his whole career, the whole fiasco in Cleveland. He wants to be the man. We all get that. I don't blame him for wanting to be out, but I would actually give this thing a try. I think it can work if Harden does somehow get his way to the Nets. Nash is just gonna have to find a primary ball handler. Because I do think Kyrie can play the two. Harden has played the two at times, just in the Rocket system. He was the one basically. But there's gonna have to be a primary ball handler for that to work. You can't have Kyrie have the ball for 10 seconds and Harden have it for 10, and then somebody else got to do something before. That's
right.
Like that. It's gonna self-destruct if they just go out there and wing it.
And then
KD has proven when he was on the Warriors, at times, I mean, he didn't really need the ball. The Warriors gave him the ball when he was hot or whatever, but he did play off the ball a lot at the Warriors. Just when he got the ball, it went in. And I don't think KD anymore since he played with the Warriors, he absolutely needs it. But from what we've seen out of Kyrie and what we've seen out of James Harden with the Rockets is that they both need the ball to be good.
Curry's kind of been that, or not Curry, I'm sorry, Kyrie's been that way kind of his whole career. Even in Cleveland, he couldn't really play off LeBron, I feel like. He tried, and when they were clicking him and when them three were clicking, and, you know, Kyrie was usually not the high-scoring guy, and except for the game against, I remember, San Antonio, he went off, dropped like 58, I think. But LeBron was just feeding the ball. He knew the man was warm, give him the ball. But I mean, like, I feel like Kyrie, like you said, Kyrie is one of the players. He has to have the ball. I think he has to get the shots up, and he has to do like the flow of the game has got to be him. You know, it's got to go through him. That was a problem with, you know, in Boston because Tatum and Brown are coming out, and I think they're going to be future stars. And then in New Jersey, he thought it was just going to be him, KD. And KD was probably like, dude, you do you, and I'll get my points, and DeAndre will get the buckets when he gets the bounds, and we'll drop the Utes. That's what they were probably thinking. But now you're talking getting arguably one of the best scorers in basketball in there. And Kyrie's like, well, that means I'm not touching the ball that much. And you know how much James Harden jacks up shots. Not that they're bad shots usually, but he's going to get to the line 20 times a game probably because you look at him and he gets a foul. It's crazy. But we're not going to talk about that today. I don't know, man. I feel like Kyrie just it feels kind of babyish, doesn't it? Like he's kind of mad about it. But why not give it a try, dude? If you get another ring out of it, I mean, everyone bases everything off of rings anymore. They don't care what your stats are, really. I mean, the only people that care are the Jordan LeBron comparisons, and even then, that's how many rings does he have? That's all it is anymore. At least try and see if it works. If not, ask for a trade. That's all I would do.
We got a matchup with Joe Flacco versus Herbert. Who do you got?
Oh, Chargers. They're gonna. I mean, the Jets are historically bad, bro. They're bad. Their offense is garbage. It's gonna be Chargers.
I'm going with Chargers. That man Herbert, he got that fresh haircut. He gonna come up. Jets looking too good.
I could use one.
Historically
tanking. Whatever's worse than tanking, that's what they are doing.
I'm going with the Chargers as well. Vikings, Cowboys.
Vikings. Cook gonna run all over him. Dalvin Cook MVP.
Yeah. I think wild card here is Madison. I think he gets some work as well in the fourth quarter.
Probably will.
He probably will. If they give up what they did against the Browns, with Cook gonna have 400 yards rushing by third quarter. Your boy gonna be MVP talks. All right, he gonna set records if that's.
Does the Steelers stay unbeaten against Jacksonville?
Yes.
I say yes.
Jags, yes.
I say yes, even though I hate their guts. I say yes.
It's a rookie quarterback too. They're starting. Was it Luton or whatever? Yeah.
Tua versus Denver.
It's in Denver, right?
Yes, it's in Denver.
I still take Tua. That defense. It's not just Tua though. That defense. Is a good team.
I take that defense. I take that defense on Drew Lock all day.
They're my pick. They're my pick to make it into the playoffs for sure.
Yeah, we seen that. I say
Tua. Gonna surprise some people.
I'm taking the Dolphins all day on that one.
Okay, we got our first marquee matchup, Ravens Titans. That's gonna be a real good game. You got You got Derrick Henry versus Lamar Jackson in that rushing offense. We got the running back at quarterback here. Uh, I'm going to go Ravens. I see the Ravens. I think Lamar Jackson's going to have a good day today. Well, Sunday. I think he's going to light it up. I think he's going to run, and I think he's going to pass. I think Lamar Jackson finished with a total of like 400 yards. I just think it's going to be his coming out party.
I'm gonna go Ravens because they are pissed off that they got embarrassed on
Yeah.
Sunday night and that they got beat by the Patriots, who are missing like 8 people on defense due to COVID and sitting out this year. Yeah, the Patriots or the Ravens are gonna come out. I think they're gonna give them a lot of problems. They're gonna shut down Derrick Henry as well as they can. Tannehill can have a rough game. I think they're gonna be coming for him.
I am going Titans.
Okay.
This team has proven when you blitz them, they cannot do nothing. They can't even pass the ball. So I'm going Titans all day with their Tampa 2 defense.
Sean's
Okay.
bringing out the defenses.
Yeah. Okay, we have Lions versus Panthers. It's going to be a boring game. We don't have no highlights. We have Matthew Stafford. But
It ain't gonna be that boring. Usually the 2 worst teams are usually some of the better games.
Yeah, but not in this case. Come on, man.
Well, no McCaffrey.
No
Stafford is
McCaffrey,
playing.
maybe not even Bridgewater. It's a game time decision.
And DeAndre Swift got injured, picking up
Yeah.
AP in some leagues. Just saying, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go Panthers. You wanna know why? I got my boy from the XFL, quarterback. He's gonna come in, light it up. I'm going Panthers, and I think it's gonna be 45-31.
Oh, he's throwing out
High-scoring
trash
game.
numbers. The Panthers excel in actual pass defense, but they do not stop the run. And AP cannot run the ball like he used to. He's decent, but I'm going Panthers. Panthers are going to win this game. I think Bridgewater actually plays, not the dude from XFL. Bridgewater plays, and Robbie Anderson goes off probably, I'm guessing.
I am going the Lions.
Okay, the Lions. Okay.
The Lions are
Packers,
4-5 now. I think about that, aren't they?
Yeah.
Lions are.
Or are they
4 and
2-6?
5,
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, they are 4-5. Okay.
Okay,
they've
we have Packers Colts. I'm sticking with A-Rod. He got the hot hand right now.
I'm going with an upset. The Colts play some solid D, keep it close. I think they win 24-21.
I am
He wants-
really close on this one. Part of me wants to say the Colts, but with Phillip Rivers back there and the Smith brothers, I'm gonna go Packers. I don't think Rivers is gonna have a good day.
Okay, we got the Chiefs versus the Raiders. I'm going to go with the Chiefs. I think they're going to smoke them out of the water. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to light them up again. They're going to have to pull him out by third quarter. It's going to be a massacre. They're going to have to name it the Mahomes Massacre, like the Chicago Massacre back in the day.
All right, bro. It ain't even that serious.
I just think it's gonna be a big time game for Mahomes. He got some rest. He gonna get some rest by third quarter too. But I think Chiefs.
I am gonna say the Chiefs. I think they're gonna come out and be mad as hell about the last time that they avenged their last loss. I think the Raiders will keep it a decent game, but they'll pull away at the end. It'll at least be a 10-point win, at least more.
Sure.
Coming off a bye, usually Andy Reid does pretty good off of a bye, and the Chiefs did lose to the Raiders the last time. I think the Chiefs are coming for revenge. Like you said, Dre, I think Mahomes is gonna go off. I'm not going to give a score, but I do think it's going to be a blowout Chiefs from start to finish.
Okay, if you had to give a score, what would it be?
We don't do that here. We don't do that here. This is
Okay.
recorded. I ain't doing that. You ain't holding me on that.
Like maybe 14. They coming out for blood, dude. That's the only law.
What's the score?
I said it's gonna be like 50-something to 14. They coming.
Yeah.
But
Yep. It's gonna be bad. Trust me.
They're coming off of a bye week.
They have time to prepare. They're gonna find out what they did wrong, and it's not gonna be pretty.
Okay, last matchup of the week, we have the Rams with that number 5 defense overall versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Is this the Monday night game?
Huh?
Yeah, a Monday night game.
Monday night
nice
football.
game.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a nice game.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a good one. Finally, thank God the Jets are not on Monday night again. I'm sorry. Anyways, go ahead.
I think I'm leaning towards the Rams. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm leaning towards the Rams because Aaron Donald. And
Yeah.
when I looked up this game, actually, Tampa Bay's interior offensive line is terrible. And I didn't know that. That's one of the issues they're having right now is their interior offensive line. And Brady's getting pressured from that defensive tackle. So I think Aaron Donald is gonna have a feast day, just like Mahomes gonna have a feast day with the Raiders. We're gonna see Aaron Donald get his sweet little 5 sacks. I think Jalen Ramsey is going to slow down the outside receiver. I think we're not going to see Antonio Brown in this game at all. And
okay.
I think it's going to be a last drive by Jared Goff, and I think it's going to probably be around the 17-14 mark.
I completely and utterly disagree, only on a couple points. I do think that Aaron Donald is a problem and will be a problem in this game. However, I think this is going to be either Tampa Bay from start to finish because, yeah, you got Jalen Ramsey. That's cool. Who you shutting down? Are you going to shut down Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown? They run the ball, by the way. And Tom Brady isn't the worst quarterback, but he's not mobile. I will agree. So if Aaron Donald blowing up that middle, problem. But y'all are sleeping on Tampa's D. Dude, Antoine Winfield Jr. is about to win Rookie of the Year, and people don't even know it. This dude is such an underrated safety, and their corners are legit. They remember they destroyed the Packers. Anyone remember that? I do. I was pissed. They destroyed the Packers. Or was it the other way around? Wait. The Packers destroyed them. Never mind. I think I was wrong.
All I'm going to say is this.
I picked Tampa.
I completely agree with you to a certain extent. I seen them get terrorized by the New Orleans Saints 2 times.
I did. Oh, no, they definitely destroyed the Packers, I remember, because that was Aaron Rodgers' only game that he threw a pick six this year.
I seen them completely get torched by a running back.
That's fine.
With that being said, Jared Goff is going to have – I'm changing up the score after you said that because you made me very aware. I'm saying I think it's going to be a Monday night blowout. I think it's going to be Rams like 35-17 because I just don't see them scoring on the Rams like that. You got Jalen Ramsey back there.
He only defends one wide receiver, dude. You're out of your mind.
And you don't have to defend Mike Evans. He's going to drop the ball. He's going to drop it right in the end zone. You don't got to put nobody on him. He's going to drop it himself.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. Bro, I'm going to laugh when it's like, I'm going to text you when it's 28.5.
Listen, all I'm saying is this. This is all I'm saying. I'm going to give it to Sean. Tom Brady ain't the same. Listen, they say that Bill Belichick ain't the same without Tom Brady. Tom Brady ain't the same without Bill Belichick.
No, he's a little bit better this year. He's actually passing the ball.
He's not.
He's got more weapons he's ever had in the last 5 years.
They're going to go out first round. They might not even get into the playoffs. You want to know why? That NFC East.
That's true. It is bad. And the West is loaded this year. But
Sean, what do you think?
I think the Bucs are going to bounce back of their offensive line woes. This is going to be a Tom Brady wills the team to victory. They're going to fix and clean up what they needed to clean up on the O-line to make Brady happy. And Brady is going to use every single weapon that he has against this Rams defense to break them down.
Well, you got one left.
I think AB, after what I seen last week, I think he will be a problem if you decide to shut down Mike Evans or Chris Godwin. But Tom Brady is going to use all 4, possibly 5, because you got the backs coming out the backfield. I honestly think the Bucs are going to shut everybody up. I think they're going to live up to the hype this game.
Okay, you got Mike Evans dropping wide open touchdowns. You got AB in the back in the locker room destroying surveillance cameras. How he gonna catch a ball?
When they used to have the worst games ever, Tom Brady, like, he just willed the team. Everyone was on their P's and Q's clicking. I think
Brady
this is
ain't the same. Tom Brady ain't the same when he played defense.
Did you not just see Ronald Jones just run for 200 yards?
The Bucs defense is just as good. I really think the Bucs are gonna come out here and shoulder you their offensive firepower.
The Bucs got good linebackers. Come on.
The Bucs got good linebackers. They got good linebackers, but I bet their corners get torched by the two receivers that don't drop the ball. And they got the Rams got a secret weapon. The Rams got a secret weapon. Reynolds. Reynolds is going to torch Tampa Bay. He's going to light that safety up. It's a reason why the Browns didn't draft Winfield. It's because he get torched by that slot receiver. And if you don't believe me, go watch on your TV, watch on the highlights. He get torched. Look at the Saints game. That man Tyson Hill lit him up, and he's a tight end and a quarterback.
Taysom Hill is the word you're looking for.
Tyson Hill. His name's Tyson because he torched him.
Okay.
He's just gonna have a bad day. I think the Bucs are gonna blitz him all night. Play some Remember the Titans defense on him. For real, they're gonna blitz all night. Got the people to do it. They're gonna blitz him all night. That's his weakness. It's the blitz. Mm-hmm. It's proven fact. Looked at the stats against blitz. The man is trash.
If Goff don't got time to throw the ball, Goff ain't completing the ball. Yeah, Goff gonna be put on the back
all night. I'm telling you, it's a blitz all night.
All right.
Whether it's touchdown or not, it's gonna be pressure all night.
Last thing for the night, I'm gonna get mine out of the way so I can let y'all talk about it. MVP for week 17 week 11. I'm sorry, will be, and I'm gonna go with this player because I believe in him, and I think he's going to take it to 100. I would say, and
the Browns.
I think it's going to be Ronnie Harrison. I think Carson Wentz is going to drop back, throw it right to him a couple of times. I think he's going to finish with he's going to lead the team in tackles. He's going to get a few sacks, and I think he's going to get a few interceptions.
It's a safety, right? You're not talking about like a DN here.
Ronnie Harrison.
Linebacker. Yeah, I know you're talking about it, right? Are we talking about all games, by the way? You talk about whoever's going to be the best player this week? Or are you talking about the Browns-Eagles game? Overall? I think Roethlisberger's about to torch the Jaguars. They about to know this man's name. He about to make – it's either going to be him or Chase Claypool. Bet. Mark it down right now. Steelers going to crush the Jaguars by at least 20.
Okay. Sean?
I think it's going to be a QB out of one of these 4 QBs. Like he just said, either Big Ben, Aaron Rodgers, or Mahomes, or maybe even Tom Brady.
Okay, but you got to get one.
A lot of offensive firepower. Then if it was just one, I'm picking Mahomes. Too many weapons. Okay. And off of bye week 2.
That was my next choice, but
I'll pick Mahomes.
Okay. Going off that, who do you think is going to be the biggest loser? Who do you think is going to have the worst week 11? In my opinion,
the Rams. Jared Goff be running for his life. Learn that right now.
In my opinion, it's going to be Mike Evans. When he's not dropping passes, he's getting locked down by that second cornerback. So I think Mike Evans is going to be. Now, when we get back together next week, I'm going to tell you to your face, Mike Evans is going to have the worst week 11.
Man, put some respect on this man's name. He's 6'5", all right?
6'5", but you drop passes. You can't tell me nothing else.
Braylon Edwards was 6'3" and dropped passes.
He was trash. And Braylon Edwards was trash.
One season. But that's not the point. Mike Evans is not. Yeah, I know he had one season. It was a good season. We missed the playoffs.
All right, Frankie, what you think? Who's gonna be who gonna be the worst?
Okay, legitimately though, it's gonna be the rookie from Jacksonville. Pittsburgh's defense about to come for that man's
Yeah.
life. They mad. They want to stay undefeated. They focused. It's
Okay.
Ohio State against Akron this week in that game. It's not
All
gonna
right.
be pretty.
Sean, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with my boys, those 3 linebackers on the Eagles, the 3 Stooges. Because that run game keep going, they ain't gonna help us. So
Can you give us? We're Browns fans. You're an Eagles fan. You actually watched the games from start to finish. I hope. I know a few times you haven't, but I mean, that's the story of an Eagles fan. But can you tell us why? Why you call them that? Why you think like they're bad?
I just think they're bad. They're never in the right place, and when they are, they don't make the play. They just be walking around like they don't know what to do. They be running and just be in the complete wrong spot. They the 3 Stooges. Nate, Jerry, Singleton, and whoever the other guy's name is, I freaking forget. I just call them the 3 Stooges.
Well,
bro, if that's the case, let me add a 4th one in Sendejo because homeboy don't know how to tackle. Dude don't know where the ball goes.
All-time worst defense.
Oh, we can make a list for days.
You could put Winfield back there too.
We'll put you back there.
Oh, I'm gonna catch it, unlike Mike Evans.
Yeah, okay. You gonna get bodied by Jalen Ramsey. He about to beat you up.
Well, I appreciate y'all coming on the show this week. We'll see you again Monday. We'll hopefully have Shaq and we hopefully have Elijah. But I thank you two for coming on tonight. I know it was a short call, but thank you.
Tell him I said the other 2 are soft, by the way, for not showing up. I'm just letting you know.
We'll see you Monday.
All right, later, man.
Considering where Kyrie is with his whole situation, if he was traded today, what's the best fit for him and for an organization to best succeed? Sean, I'm gonna let you go first.
One organization that I have in mind. I mean, I don't know if they'll like ultimately succeed, but if they did like a swap, like Kyle Lowry and Kyrie, I mean, they got good players on the Raptors. Lowry, he's not afraid of sharing the ball to work out for the Nets if they do get hard and everything. But we have seen this before where Kyrie did go to a good team with other people being Boston and just self-destructed. So from organization-wise, I'll probably pick there. But for the best success, I mean, I don't know how this team would pull it off, but I'm going to say back with LeBron. It's the only place he had success at.
Ooh.
He's gonna have to sit down and ask his own self a question. What does he want by success? To just be the man and have all the stats, or to get the rings?
Yeah,
because he's already got the rings with LeBron.
And they just got Wesley, so just think about that core.
And the only point guard they have right now is Schroeder and Caruso. So Kyrie would definitely start. Schroeder and Caruso would come off the bench, but it's gonna have to be. What does Kyrie want his success to be? To just be the man or to get the rings?
Yeah, you can even trade Caruso away to get Kyrie.
They already tried to trade him, but I don't
say
you can't match his salary for that.
Mm-hmm. Kyrie's making max. He's making max money. I think when he signed with the Cavs, he's still on his max deal from when he signed with the Cavs, making like 20 or 25 a year.
Okay, what about you, Frank? What you think?
To be like, for him to go, I mean, anywhere to have success. I mean, Sean's right. He has to like have a talk with himself and be like, dude, do I want to be the man or do I want to win? You could be the man anywhere. I mean, you could throw a dart and he'll be the man on most teams. Honestly, he's probably, like I said, one of the top 3 best point guards in the game. I mean, and those guys, depending on their game, it interchanges. I mean, I was thinking Milwaukee for some reason with him and Giannis, but they just loaded up with a bunch of talent. Although the Bogdan Bogdanovich fell through, I guess. And now they got a whole thing going on with that. So, but like maybe Milwaukee. I mean, if he wants to be the man, dude, go to the Knicks. He's been linked to that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
Him and Obi.
Avoid
Him and Obi.
at all costs.
Obi
Dude,
Thompson.
I know.
Tobin and RJ. Oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh, dude.
Can you
Look.
say shoot and dunk?
Dude,
Even if you
it's just gonna be.
miss.
They're gonna be. They would be a bad. They'd be a train wreck. But I mean, it would just be. It would be like watching NBA Street, like back in the day, like playing the game and just throwing lobs from half court to top in and RJ Barrett. That's all it's gonna be.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I can't really see him having like Toronto was a good point, swapping the players. That'd be a good one. Other than that, I can't think of another team that you could just be
I
like,
got a good team for
oh
you.
yeah, okay, what? Go ahead.
I don't know if y'all gonna like it. What about the Cavs?
No, they
It's they have too many point guards already.
Dan Gilbert forgave LeBron. He can forgive Kyrie for something he did like
I
that.
don't think they had a falling out. Kyrie just wanted out because he wasn't the man. There was no bad feeling.
So what would be the problem there though? Like the Cavs, it's a win-win.
Too many point guards. Too many point guards. Too young for roster.
I would definitely trade Sexton for Kyrie.
You trade
I'm gonna
in
give
a
you
heartbeat.
I'm gonna give you
Kyrie Irving.
For Colin Sexton,
Uncle
I like
Drew.
Colin. I don't know. I'm not sold on Garland yet. That's my big thing. If
I would trade him too.
The Mavs?
Luka
can Dallas
too, and not have to bring up the ball every play.
He can play off Luka.
Yep.
Luka, because Luka a bad man.
I said he's gonna have to sit down with himself and ask, what does he?
Can you move him to the 2?
If Kyrie wants to win titles, he'll play wherever he damn well pleases. I'm telling you right now.
Am I in it to win titles, or am I in it just to pack stats?
Am I here to collect a paycheck? Or am I here to pack stats? Exactly it, man. Because if that's the case, bro, just go play with the Knicks. You and RJ Barrett could be a crummy tandem. You could be just like John Wall and Bradley Beal. All the talent in the world, but y'all got a trash team around you and you can't win. I mean, this dude, that's another dude. We had that conversation about John Wall, so
I got another trade scenario right quick.
Okay.
You can do player for player. Kyrie for Harden.
Would they do that?
I think they would.
I mean, obviously, I don't know. I feel like they're going to want more than that because they've asked for a lot for Harden. They wanted a lot for Westbrook.
Then Russ is gone.
Well, I think not the Warriors, the
Wizards.
The Rockets are in rebuild mode, dude. Oh my god, when they traded Covington,
reports are that there's no rush to trade their stars.
Well, yeah, they want the right price. You know, come on.
The only thing that Russ had said was that he wanted to be primary ball handler, and that's the only way Russ being there is going to work because he can't really shoot. He can get to the rack, get to the foul line. He just can't shoot the three real good. So he's gonna.
I don't even know why he left OKC then because it's just the same scenario.
Because he wanted out. Well, OKC wasn't supposed to be that good. CP3 went in there and played daddy to all them.
Bro, CP3 should have won MVP, and I'm gonna tell you why. CP3,
he willed that
dude. Dude, Chris Paul should be winning MVP every year that he takes a crummy team and turns into a playoff team. Like we said the other night, guarantee you that if the Suns do make the playoffs, they will make some noise. But they won't beat nobody probably because they in the West and they got to play a lot of good teams.
Yes,
like there's at least 5 teams that there's at least 5 teams we could list that are probably going to beat the crap out of them in the first round. Let's be real. But I mean, they're going to make it interesting. Chris Paul, beast. No matter where he goes, he's still consistent. He can still score. He's one of the best passers in the game. One of the best floor generals in the game to set up your team. I mean, dude, I can't think of another team that him and Devin Booker are going to be really good. The more I thought about it, they just need that third star. I like Ayton, don't get me wrong, but Ayton's a role player, I think, unless he steps his game up. He's not what?
He's not a star right now. He's a role player, like you said.
Mm-hmm. But if he steps up his game this year, maybe he does drops to 20 points a game. I mean, he might too. With like I said, Chris Paul can get him some looks. I know Ayton was working on his shooting last year. That's where he started coming out. But I mean, they're on that brink of getting role players now, I think.
Now going off that, we're gonna switch shift right here. Totally different level. We're gonna talk some NFL picks this week. our first matchup, we got fans of both squads in here. Cleveland Browns versus the Eagles.
I know
Now,
you're starting.
today we had a big blow. We're gonna pray for him. Myles Garrett with the COVID. Oh man, that's a big blow for our defense. In our last video, we talked about what, Frank?
Oh, Myles Garrett was the Browns MVP so far.
Yeah. So
I mean, and even Sean's not even a Browns fan. He would probably vouch that the best player on the Browns this year has probably been Myles Garrett. Dude's a sack machine. Like, he's probably glad that he ain't gonna abuse your guys' defense or your offensive line this week. Because Myles gonna have Carson running.
I'm gonna start with you, Frank. What's your prediction?
All right, now, are we just predicting the win? Is that all we're doing?
Yes.
I ain't giving those scores because I don't know, man. The Browns are so sketchy.
Just to win.
It's funny. I want to say the Browns will win, but I feel like we're not going to get pressure on the quarterback, even with Adrian Claiborne playing. And I feel like Wentz is going to come out and dice us up for trading the pick away for him. I really do. He's salty about it ever since he played us the first time. He just has no offensive line. Honestly, he is not a bad quarterback. He just rushes things. He makes bad decisions. But I feel like unless the Browns get the running game going, if they start to, really run all over them and like control the clock and Baker makes not so many mistakes, I feel like we could pull it out. But I think, I'm going to say that I'm leaning really hard. This is so tough because without Myles Garrett, I'm going to still say the Browns, but I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be a really, really close one.
Okay.
It might come down to I can see Wentz leading the game-winning drive down the field. That's how close I can see it coming to. And then whatever happens from there. But I'm going to say the Browns.
Okay. Sean, what you got on that?
I'm gonna lead to my boys, the Eagles. It is kind of a hard decision though, because I feel like from a team standpoint, like they have to win this game, or else some quality controls coming down. Like the coach got to go if you don't get things turned around at least decent, not even win, but look like a decent team. But I think the game could go either three ways. I want to lean towards my boys, but either it's going to be a close game like the Browns and Texans were last week, or one of the teams is getting blown out either or. Like the Browns are going to control the run game, like Frankie said, in the clock and just steamroll all over us, or Carson Wentz is going to have it and the whole team's going to be clicking on all cylinders.
Because the one thing I was going to say, the other thing is Carson Wentz is going to dice this up because we know if I got Sendejo back there, bro, Travis Fulgham, Greg Ward, somebody about to catch some touchdowns tomorrow or Sunday, man. Whenever that game is, it don't matter. We can play next week. We can play in COVID. It don't matter.
Listen,
somebody not to pick that man up.
Okay, now y'all got y'all own opinions. I got my own opinion. I'm biased.
Right. No, we're good. Go ahead.
I truthfully think our defense steps up, and here's why.
Okay.
You get Myles Garrett out for the game, right? And guess who comes back? Claiborne. Now Claiborne, before his injury, was PFF wise. I checked it. I checked my stats. PFF wise, he was top 5 defensive lineman with a 93.7. Now,
what's that? What week was that?
It was weeks 1 and 2.
Okay. Now, no, that's fine though.
Even against the Ravens. Now, you take that and count to it. I think Ronnie Harrison is gonna have a couple of picks. Because Wentz gets antsy back there. He gets antsy. He's gonna look for that receiver or tight end. But I think Browns pull away 34-17.
Oh, he even put a number on there.
Listen. 150 for Chubb, 150 for Chubb, 150 for Hunt.
Like I said.
Oh no.
Sean told me something 2 days ago. He told me in a text message, and I quote,
The Three Stooges.
The Three Stooges for the Eagles linebacker corps are what, Sean? What are they?
Trash.
Trash.
bro. I just don't see us dropping 300 rushing yards like we did. They defense hate the Cowboys, bro. The Cowboys are bad, bro. You, me, and Sean could run for 300 on the freaking Cowboys, yo. I'm just
Right?
saying.
But just think about it. We played the Colts and we had success on it. It all depends on our offensive line. And
Man,
we got our top offensive lineman back last week, which helps us in the long run.
who's
I
that? Why
mean,
Teller? You talk about Teller, right?
yes, Taylor.
Dude, that man a bad man too. He blowing up the
Taylor,
hole.
man.
He doing them
Hey,
pulls, man.
he if they could give MVP to the offense, that's who we'll go to.
Offensive line.
To the offense, they got to go to the coach. He opened y'all up.
Who's Stefanski?
Stefanski,
could
yeah.
win.
I mean, coach
He
of the
should
year.
win. He could be coach of the year. Yeah.
Now moving on real quick, we got the Taysom Hill led Saints versus the Atlanta Falcons. I don't think we're gonna spend too much time on this. I think we all. I think we all gonna go the same way. I'm picking Taysom Hill, but I think it's gonna be like a low scoring, run Tebow matchup.
I can see that. I can see why they picked Taysom Hill to be the quarterback.
Can you imagine Jameis Winston throwing 5 picks in the game and Sean Payton cussing him out on the sideline?
Sean Payton be pulling him out real quick and say just dump it off to Kamara 40 times a game. That's what he about to be doing. I think the Saints are going to win it. I don't think it's going to be low scoring though. I actually think because how bad the Falcons defense has gotten a little bit better since they fired
a little
Dan Quinn. A little, not great. Not a lot.
They got a lot better.
Not a lot.
They got a lot better.
Compared to what they were, they got a lot compared.
Dre, that's not. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, compared to what they were, they're not historically bad like the Seahawks.
Yeah,
come on,
we're
that's
not
bad.
talking about them. They look good this past Thursday, though.
They did. Okay, I'll give you that. But, yeah, I'm gonna say probably the Saints. It's gonna be a high scoring game, though. I think it's gonna be at least like I'm gonna say like 31-28, somewhere along the lines. Calvin Ridley gonna have 2 touchdowns, 100 yards. But
if he plays,
he played. He got rid of his designation today. Checked it out.
Okay. What about you, Sean?
I'm gonna be the odd one out here. I think the Falcons are gonna pull this one off.
Wow. Okay, Stephen A. Go ahead then.
I'm not super confident, but I think they might shock us all and pull this off.
Okay.
They need to establish the run with Gurley, though, for real.
These next few matchups, you're going to have to go a little quick, okay?
Yeah, I got you. Let's go.
All right. Bengals, Washington.
Bills. Going Bills.
Wait, Bengals?
Bengals in Washington.
Oh, Cincinnati. Going with the Bengals.
I'm going with Joe Burrow, too.
I'm going Jose Barrose. That's a 3-time streak.
This dude. Okay. All right. Keep going.
Patriots, Texans now. That's. I'm going Cam.
I'll say Patriots keep the season alive. They keep going. They had a big win Sunday against the Ravens. They go one more.
I'm going